Edison, are you coming back early today?
Sorry, Jamie, I might be running a bit late today.
How much later is a bit?
Probably about 2 hours.
I don't think that's just a bit. And didn't you say you would apply for maternity leave? It's already been a week since I was discharged from the hospital. When will you be able to take it?
Well, I applied for it a while ago, but it seems that without my help, the office would be in trouble. It's not possible anytime soon. But don't worry, I'll be home from next week.
Will you be home for sure? I don't mind going back to my parents to nurse our baby. And since you were busy with work, I could just let my parents know and return home. I am tired as I cannot get enough sleep and I am at my limit. I feel lightheaded when I'm awake and sometimes I fall asleep while breastfeeding Ellie.
Could you try and tide over this week? I'll take care of Ellie when I get home today. You can sleep during that time.
If I really get through this week, will I be able to rest?
Yeah, you can definitely take a break. After all, I have applied for maternity leave. I won't go to work no matter what the company says.
Well, if you say so, I'll believe you. But I won't be able to make dinner today. I don't think I can take it.
Yep, it's fine if you don't make dinner. I'll get a takeout and eat it while working. What will you have for dinner? Should I buy dinner back for you?
I'm okay. I ordered a lentil vegetable meal from Grubhub.
I see. What about Ellie? Is she asleep?
Not yet. I just finished feeding her milk. I'm currently trying to cradle her to sleep, but it seems like she isn't falling asleep.
Well, it's only been a fortnight since she was born. You'll be able to sleep well after a few more days. That's what they said in the baby nursing class anyways.
It's still hard on me since that seems pretty far away. Whew. I've been breastfeeding for about 2 to 3 hours since I woke up.
It's like torture.
I don't think that's funny. But I guess this is how we all start, right? From a baby to where we are now.
That's true. Now that I've become an adult, I admire how my parents were able to bring me up where I am now.
That's right. I've become more grateful to my parents because of this. But it's difficult for me right now. Even though Ellie is so cute. I don't feel like doing anything else other than wanting to fall asleep.
I know. I'm sorry for putting you through so much. But starting next week, I'll be able to be with you and help you take care of Ellie. It's tough, but let's get through it together.
Yeah. You are so busy. I feel bad for bothering you. Ever since I was discharged, all I did was complain to you.
It's fine. I wasn't able to be there for you properly. Well then, when I get home, we will talk about our baby.
Okay. Don't overwork yourself, all right? Be careful on your way home. What do you mean by this, Edison? You said you were able to take maternity leave, right? Why did you suddenly have to go on a business trip?
It can't be helped. There was a little accident which occurred with a distant business partner.
Didn't you say you will be staying home starting this week? I even caught a cold because I was losing sleep due to nursing. Why do you even have to go on this trip while on maternity leave?
It's an order from the company. An emergency like this is something only I can handle, since there is nothing they can do. It's a case that only I can handle.
You should have just told me that from the beginning. It would have been better for me to go back to my parents and spend time nursing there. I didn't do that because I trusted you to be beside me. Please don't make promises you can't keep.
Don't say that. I'm working hard here for the both of you.
I know that, but I told you that raising a newborn is difficult, right? It was you who told me you would be able to support me at this difficult time.
You know that there are people in this world who raise their children alone, right? Isn't it too much to complain that I can't take care of my child because of work? You can say you are sleepy or tired, but every other mother would just go through it like it was normal.
What?
Just think about it more. Aren't there husbands who work at companies that don't allow them to take maternity leave? I think you are coming on to me too hard.
So it's my fault?
I guess you are lacking in the patience department, aren't you? In the case of new mothers, you are kind of lacking behind. In the first place, my mother brought me up all by herself, and that was considered normal. It's just 1 week and you've already gone haywire. I think I have spoiled you.
I am not mad at you for making me raise your child alone. I am angry because I said it would be better for us if I went back, but you stopped me.
If so, why don't you go on home? It will be all right if you stay there until my business trip is over.
Are you really saying this at this time?
Well, you can't take this alone, right? Then just go. In the first place, if I fell sick, it would be hard to look after the baby alone. Stop pestering me like this. I don't want to be upset, as I must attend this business trip.
Falling sick and this are different stories. You really are selfish. Trusting you might have been a poor choice.
What do you mean by that?
Do you think I don't know that? Whatever, I'm going back to my parents.
That will be better for you. Since then, you won't complain about my work anymore. Also, when you get back home, you will probably have some free time. Why don't you look into single mother households? There are a lot of single mothers who worked hard after all. You should realize you are being too demanding. Jamie, are you still at your parents'?
Of course.
I just came back from my business trip, but my stuff is gone. Why is the room kind of empty? Did you do some decluttering?
Yeah, I figured I'd throw you away. I guess this can be considered decluttering. I brought my own stuff back home too.
What? Are you still angry over the fight we had before my business trip? Come on now. You don't have to pack up and leave all of a sudden.
No, I can't take it anymore. I don't think I can live with you anymore.
Was I wrong? Are you planning to live separately just because I can't leave work on time?
I want a divorce, not living separately.
Divorce? Did I do something that bad? Isn't it just me not being able to do maternity because of work?
It wasn't work, wasn't it?
What?
For the sake of your affair, you went on a trip instead of taking care of our child. That is why I want a divorce.
Huh? What are you talking about? I wouldn't do that.
Since you went on that trip, I fell sick and went to the hospital. My mother is driving to your house in 3 hours to bring the baby to you. So please take care of Ellie in the meantime. On my way home from the hospital, I met your colleague Shane. I heard it all from him. He said you were at home on maternity leave.
Isn't that during the maternity leave period?
You are both part of the same department. And he doesn't even know that you were on an emergency business trip?
Well, our positions are different, so...
I don't want to hear your excuses! I logged onto your account for a tour website, and I saw that you bought a tour pack for 2, didn't you? So did you or did you not go on a trip?
No, that? I only applied for that pack because it was cheap. I was really working.
There were 2 people booked for the tour.
That is for a colleague who went with me.
I thought it was a business trip that only you can handle. Also, I contacted your company just to be sure, but they told me you were in the middle of maternity leave. Isn't it funny? You were on maternity leave since I left the hospital after giving birth. So what have you been doing besides working?
Sorry.
What do you mean, sorry? Is it because of the affair you had? Are you finally feeling guilty only now?
No.
What reason? Wasn't that for cheating? I will also look through your phone. If the stories do not match, I will divorce you immediately.
I went out with a woman.
I thought so.
No, but it's different. I wasn't serious about that. You are the one I want to be with, and I don't want a divorce. It's just that I was fooling around with her.
Shut up! It makes me angry. Enough with the excuses. Come to my parents' house right now and show us all the information and interaction of this person that you had an affair with. Where and what have you been up to, and when you met this person and whom you had an affair with? I will have you tell me everything. If you lie or delete the history of your interactions, I won't let you off easily.
Jamie, please give me another chance. Let's meet one more time and talk this through.
We will meet when we are signing the divorce papers. We can talk about it at that time. I am currently busy taking care of Ellie.
I'm really sorry about what happened.
As I said when you came to my parents' house, it's not enough for you to apologize. You've been having an affair ever since I was pregnant. What's more, after going on maternity leave, you went to the home of the person you were having an affair with instead of looking after your own child. Not only that, but you also went on a tour with her straight after. I guess your very own family came in second in your heart.
I wanted to go on that tour with the two of you. I went to that person's house because...
Oh, you mean the story of how she will expose the relationship to me and force us to break it off?
Yeah. Right after giving birth, you were on edge, weren't you? You weren't in the best of health physically and mentally. If you heard I was cheating, then I fear you might have collapsed.
Why has the story changed to something like that? And no matter what, it would have hurt me mentally regardless. But in all honesty, you just didn't want to be exposed to be having an affair, right? Stop changing the story to fit your agenda.
No, I was really worried about you.
Can you stop thinking that you didn't do anything wrong? If you hadn't had the affair in the first place, this wouldn't have happened, right?
But I wasn't serious about that relationship. It was just a relationship, just for fun. And yet, this happened. I don't know what I should have done either.
So you think I would forgive you if it wasn't serious? Do you think that if you weren't serious, it is okay to commit any crime?
Well, I don't think you would, but I just couldn't help it.
Do you think that it is excusable for going to your affairs house and traveling when you should be helping me? But the fault lies with you. A married man found another woman to play around with and then getting blackmailed by her. During that time, I was nursing our child while my mind and body broke. I knew about your affair even then. How can you think that it's possible for us to even get back together? It's impossible for me.
I really want to be together with the both of you, I swear. I am deeply sorry about cheating on you, but I have never thought to break up our family like this.
That just means you had just no courage to cheat and be prepared for divorce, right? You were in the wrong about thinking that it was okay to play with her until I gave birth to begin with. Blame only yourself if you are going to blame someone. I think I will never forgive you for the rest of my life.
I do anything you want from now on. I will watch over Ellie whenever need be. I can also do all household chores. As long as you come back to me, that's all I need. Please, please come back home.
Never. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. I don't want that filthy hand that you used to touch another woman to touch my daughter.
But I told you everything truthfully. I showed you my phone because I don't want to separate from you. I never actually lied to you.
I didn't say I wouldn't divorce you if you told me everything. You just expected me to forgive your infidelity, didn't you? Well, now you can at least understand the pain of having your expectations betrayed. No?
I really don't want a divorce. I really treasure the both of you a lot. I don't want us all to separate.
But you separated us yourself. I risked my life to give birth to our child, and you can't even help by taking care of her. So I went back to my parents for help. Even though I was raising her by cutting back on sleep, you, my husband, were spending the time at the house of another woman, leaving me exhausted at home while you went on a tour with said woman. If you say you don't want to be apart, you should have stayed with me when I needed your help.
It's because the other person is threatening me.
But you were the cause of that! Besides, did you forget what you said to me before going on that trip? As a mother, I was told that I was too spoiled, and I wasn't doing my best. This is something you should never say, even if you are having an affair.
Sorry. I was trying my best too. I wanted to take care of our child and help you more, Jamie. I really do. I never meant to break this family apart.
You are the one to break this household apart, so stop playing the victim! I don't need a husband that prioritizes the person he is having an affair with over his family.
Jamie, please forgive me. I beg of you. I will never ever cheat again. And I will definitely prioritize our family. I promise to be a good father.
It's all right. I already decided to raise my daughter as a single parent after all. Isn't that what you said? In this world, there are plenty of single mothers who can be independent. That's why I will be a strong mother that won't be dependent on another. After all that, my former husband came to my parents' house many times because he didn't want to be divorced. But in the end, we both sat down and talked it over and decided to divorce. I can't deny the fact that my daughter's father is my former husband, but I can no longer trust him as a partner. Of course, I thought about my daughter and considered marrying another to rebuild a family. But I decided to become a single mom rather than raising her with a man that may not love her. Also, it seems like Edison broke up with his partner after the affair was exposed. But it seems like his partner wanted to formally date him. I heard that because of this, he was stalked by his ex-partner for a long time. But honestly, I don't care about what happens to my former husband. However, if it put my daughter in danger, I think that divorcing that man was the right decision. But it seems like my former husband has reflected on the affair, and he pays child support every month as well as visiting once a month. I don't think we'll ever be a couple again, but as long as he doesn't betray his daughter, then all that is fine. If he takes care of his daughter, I have no complaints. And here I am, raising my daughter at home with the support of my parents. My physical strength is starting to return to normal after giving birth, and my physical condition has been improving. And recently, the amount of time my daughter spends sleeping has increased, and I no longer have to nurse as much as before. Whew! Of course, my parents are very helpful in raising my child, so I want to remember to be grateful and not be too pampered. I'm still learning as a mother, but I will strive to grow alongside my daughter. It is my decision to be a single mother, after all. In order for that decision to not make it hard for my daughter, I will make sure to fill her up with love and make her feel glad that she was born. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.